at Andre's travel plans. But the devil used... Some kind of code, I can't figure it out. Maybe you'll have better luck.
How strange. It is a very old cipher. I have seen it once before. I could draw you a map.
Or you could accompany me. Help me find Oliver Andre.
An urgent matter, then. Very well. We shall sail together again.
I gather you have some history with our friend de la Vérendrye?
A history of instant load. I should have known not. Trust my friends who embrace such a wretch.
My goodness, what could this fellow have done to inspire such enmity? I know him only as one of a family of explorers, extending the boundaries of the known world.
From the brief encounters I've had with him, I can tell you he's an irascible person.
That's a polite way of saying he's a cantankerous bastard.
But do his actions surpass his words?
I suspect history will believe so, my dear cook.
The actions that enter the history books in any case.
Did you hear that?
Cannon fire. Deep within the fog.
Could it be de la Vérendrye? Let us hope we are not too late. They have us at a serious disadvantage.
We're gaining on them. Morgan won't let us down.
Ice ram is smashing through.
What's your course, Captain? Check every sail!
Ready to fire, Captain.
Fire!
We can fight
fire sticks! Mates out! Let's go!
Sir, to full!
Full sails!
Fire!
Making damage here! Captain, we can't take much more!
Fire!
Enemies firing!
Try the mortars! Stay out of
Fire! Fire!
This snow has been sent to bedevil us.
It won't slow us down for long, and perhaps it will help us take them by surprise.
Brace! It's an ambush! They're within mortar range, that's all I know!
Four, Captain! Taking a hit, sir!
Fire!
It's the Gerfaut.
He's given his orders! Irksome to the last. Deliver Andre must have stayed behind to stop us.
And no doubt volunteered for the job.
That iceberg's spinning! Almost there! Still reloading! Awaiting orders, sir! That chunk of ice is gone! Cannon!
Ready, Captain!
As much sail as you can!
Come on, man those sheets!
Iceberg! Iceberg is down! Awaiting orders, sir! Means right, sir. Shall we board and take up?
Scatter the water! Prepare for boarding!
think you can best me, boy? J'ai pratiqué longuement avec mon fusil. Je l'aurai dans le mille cette fois-ci. I've got soft shit. Is that all a Templar can do? Give up your foolish quest. Die in these waters. No one will remember your name. Mine will be legend. His assassins will make sure you are forgotten.
She's dead in the water! Prepare for boarding!
Don't sink her! We still need to deliver Andre's charts! You think you can best me, boy? J'ai pratiqué longuement avec mon fusil. Je l'aurai dans le mille cette fois-ci. You have got soft shit. Is that all a Templar can do? Give up your foolish quest. Die in these waters. No one will remember your name! Mine will be legend! The assassins will make sure you are forgotten! So, Cabbage Farmer, are you still convinced the Templars are right?
Convinced to the end.
Oh.
You bastard! Achilles and Liam have already headed north!
Hope was right. I do make a good distraction.
Ah! Thanks for your help, Captain Cook.
You're welcome, Captain Cormac. Sailing with you is certainly, interesting.
Trouble does seem to find us, it's true.
Tell me the truth. Are you fellas with a larger organization? The Board of Admiralty. You take your orders directly from His Majesty, don't you?
We couldn't tell you, even if we were.
You should have these maps. The La Vedendrie won't need them anymore. We'll contact you in regards to sponsoring future voyages, Captain.
Much obliged.
corner against the wheel!
Get the mates free! Loose oars! Let's move!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
A fore, Captain! Trim the yards off the wind!
Drop anchor!
That's the way.
And trim too. For sail! All sail!
Ice ram is cutting through. Flotsam, sir. Could be valuable cargo.
It takes a strong constitution to survive out here. That's all whiskey. Ready, Captain!
Aboard, Captain!
Fire!
On your mark, bring it! They're too close, sir! Brace! Weakest right there, sir! Drinking damage here! Ready to fire, sir! Taking a hit, sir!
Ready!
Fire!
That's their weak spot! Take that shot, sir!
Fire!
Allied prisoners! Shall we free them, sir?
British prisoners on that ship! We can save them, Captain! We have the goods. Let us deck out the Morrigan in new finery.
Loose down! Catch some wind!
Loose sails! Let's catch the wind!
There was some for New York town.
Fire!
Sir, to four!
Fire!
The sun that's gone for the Bangle Bay to teach them way. Our pilot, he is awaiting for the turning of the tide. And then me girls will be gone again for the good and westerly wine. So farewell, you my Kingston girls.
Those all but maids!
They done.
Foul weather there, Captain!
Flotsam, sir. Could be valuable cargo.
Look, sir!
Some fresh meat here, sir.
Haul down the canoe up! Unlash the harpoons!
As we were fishing off Haysborough Line, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
He's over there.
We had him on the line!
Hang tight! Aye, yes!
Stung him! The rope snapped, Captain!
Brace, everyone!
Watch it, larboard bow!
Tie it down!
Off we go! Stung him!
It's a hit! Got him!
We're heading for ice!
Watch it, larboard bow!
This one's dangerous!
Dead ahead!
Give him the iron one more time!
Watch out for the ice, Captain!
He's loose, Captain!
Where are you, you bastard? Watch it, larboard bow!
We'll go now, Captain!
He's pulling!
Careful with that horn!
A great haul, sir. A four, Captain!
Spread our wings to the wind!
Full sails!
Oh, Billy Riley was a dancing master. Oh, Billy Riley, 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 master of a droga. Oh, Billy Riley, oh, Billy Riley,
Master Kenway!
De la Vérendrye's dead. I have the coordinates. I know where the assassins are going.
Then, let us make haste.
Do you think Achilles and Liam have found the precursor site?
The world is still standing. If they uncovered it, they have not yet set the Earth in motion.
How gentlemanly of them.
There should still be time. Master Gist, stay here. I shall accompany Shay.
Sir, with respect, are you sure that's wise?
As Grand Master, I must investigate this precursor matter to the end, and witness the death of Achilles' brotherhood.
If the assassins do trigger an earthquake, at least there's few around to suffer.
I have no intention of letting your former colleagues destroy a precursor site, regardless.
This would be beautiful if it wasn't so damn cold.
Tread carefully. Some of this ice is rather thin.
That's a hefty crew Achilles brought.
I doubt he expects all of them to survive these conditions.
That's bleak. But we're still outnumbered. Let's keep a low profile, avoid unnecessary fights.
Your assassins would scarce recognize you. Come, let us enter their harbor. on, Shay. I will find another way.
Down! Now! I can't find anything. Not cut out for this snooping around. Give me things to hit. I see a body. Let's make that two. The hour rings for your death! Return back here. Get down. You! Oh! You can't be here! Are gone, we should lay low for a while.
That seems reasonable.
We'll come back in a few months and treat everyone in King's English.
I see dead people, and then I see you. I don't need more. Prepare to die.
Yeah.
Is this the apple?
No, don't touch anything. Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
Finally, you understand. Achilles. This is a structure to hold the world together, not a weapon to control it. This whole calamity could have been avoided if you'd only listened to me.
Disrespectful to the end.
Yes, we've been working on that.
Right or wrong, Shay? You betrayed the Brotherhood, Achilles, and me.
Says the man who shot me in the back.
At the homestead. That was Chevalier. I don't miss!
Liam, don't!
Did you have to bring that damn manuscript and box all the way out here, Liam?
The precursor box is safe, Shay. Chevalier took care of that. You'll never find it. I found Hope's body, Shay.
I'm sorry!
I found Hope's body, Shay.
I'm sorry!
Was it you? Tell me.
I had to!
No, you chose to.
to us! How could you kill Hope? Cold grave awaits you!
That was lucky.
How many times do I have to tell you, Liam? I make my own luck.
How'd you do that, you bastard? You broke the assassins. Betrayed everyone you knew. You sided with our worst enemies. And for what?
To save the world.
I hope that world is a good one.
No!
Why not?
Achilles is harmless now. A mentor with no followers. What kind of world are we making if we cannot show mercy? Besides, he understands what these precursor sites are now. Without him, the assassins may continue their search.
Valid points. Never forget what has happened here.
I won't. But the world will.
So what happens now?
Master Gist will be in charge of eradicating any remaining traces of the assassins. Master Weeks and the others will assist him, of course.
Achilles has lost everything. He won't dare leave his homestead.
He won't. Shay, although our search for precursor sites is at an end, I want that box. You will find it for the Templar Order, and for me.
Could be anywhere in the world by now. It may take years to find it.
It may take your lifetime. Are you up for the challenge? Good.
Incredible. Who knew that Shay had that kind of potential?
I have everything I need to complete our assignment here.
One last job, Numbskull. We need you to upload Shay's story.
But not to Helix. I want some very specific people to see what we have found here.
I'm just saying that Violet didn't have to yell at us for not fixing the elevator before she did.
I can't believe she made you cry like that.
She said some very hurtful things. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Whoa. This place is a fucking disaster piece.
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
Why is this antivirus scan so slow?
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Why is this antivirus scan so...
It is 4:26 on December 13, 2012. Debriefing of Sigma Team's Cairo operation. Debriefing conducted by Abstergo psychiatrist Tibor Hashek, Level 7, and Director of Operations Letitia England, Level 9. State your name and rank for the record.
Juhani Otzoberg, service number OP-114-8506-B, Master Templar.
How would you classify the result of your Cairo mission, Master Berg?
I would call it a complete success. The new Sigma team performed admirably.
That's going a bit far, don't you think?
The target, William Miles, was apprehended, and the first civilization artifact was retrieved. Both were handed off to Warren Vidic without incident. May I ask how you would rate the mission?
We're pleased with the results, but not with the methods with which you achieved them.
I see. May I ask why?
You went off mission. You were supposed to apprehend the target at the airport, not at the museum.
When the target emerged from the plane, he was posing as a tour guide for a class of high school students on a field trip.
A member of Sigma team informed us you aborted the mission then and there.
I will not deny this, but tell me, who talked?
I cannot reveal that.
No matter, I will find out on my own. Back to business. The target was very smart, but also very sloppy.
Explain.
The target possessed advanced counter-surveillance techniques, but lacked the skill to implement them properly.
The target was trained as an assassin since birth.
I am aware. However, it has been many years since he was an active field agent. He must have been very desperate to go himself, as these days, he is more of a talker. A puppet master.
And what are you?
A predator.
A predator who defied orders because of the presence of some schoolgirls.
I prefer to think of myself as one who can choose the most opportune time to strike. The last time I followed orders to the letter was in Florence. That did not end well for anyone.
Was it that? Or did the students perhaps remind you of your daughter?
I separate my work and personal life completely.
Your daughter's recovery has been remarkable. I do hope her progress continues.
Please, don't.
I beg your pardon.
I find your attempt to threaten my child vulgar and unnecessary.
Explain.
Abstergo's pharmaceuticals have given my child a chance at a life free from pain. And I have at last found what I believe to be my calling in life.
And for that, we expect obedience.
For that you have my loyalty. The involvement of the children in Egypt compromised the original mission. Nothing more.
We already have one Master Templar that we can barely control. I don't like the idea of having two loose cannons out there.
With all due respect to Master Cross, while he is gifted, he is mentally disturbed.
We mean no disrespect, but after losing your team in Florence, we felt a need to keep a close eye on you.
I achieved all mission objectives, and achieved them without bloodshed. So my only question for you is, am I in command of Sigma Team or not?
As you said, the results were impeccable.
Then I believe this meeting to be at an end. I request permission to leave.
Do you have something more important to do?
I am going to find out who among my team talked to you. I will not tolerate that kind of insubordination.
I think we can stop here.
The briefing ended at 4:34. Transcript to be sent to Alan Ricken for security clearance.
Given the nature of our current investigation, I have been looking at other assassins who, despite themselves, have helped the Templar cause. The first is Clay Kazmarek, who infiltrated Warren Viddick's Animus project in Rome. He became the project's Subject 16. Kazmarek's rich ancestry helped Viddick to identify the Renaissance assassin Ezio Auditore as a person of interest. Driven mad by overexposure to the Animus, he committed suicide. However, Kazmarek may have unexpectedly become useful again. While in the Animus, Subject 16 came into contact with the first civilization entity known as Juno. Perhaps studying his bizarre Animus experiences can help us find a way to deal with the looming threat Juno promises. With Subject 16 out of the picture, Viddick needed a replacement. Desmond Miles, a runaway assassin, was captured in September 2012 and was used as Animus Subject 17 to further the search for an Apple of Eden. He managed to escape and uncovered an imminent threat to the planet. A solar flare similar to the one that wiped out the precursor race over 75,000 years ago. Desmond Miles also reactivated a first civilization temple in New York and used it to save the world, but it cost him his life. Abstergo recovered his body. In death, Desmond Miles became Sample 17, and his valuable genetic data was uploaded to the cloud servers in order to benefit all branches of Abstergo. Whether they live or die, we must continue to find ways to make the assassins work for us.
Services to me, I am granting you level 3 security access. From this point on, no doors will be closed to you. In the distant past, the assassins had a noble goal, that of peace. But over the centuries, that goal eroded into a far more dangerous one. Freedom.
Shit! There! Just follow those lights and you'll be set. I promise, you won't die if you follow the bright lights. Wrong yet, have I? Follow the lights. Please hurry, Numbskull. It all comes down to this.
Your communicator should work now. The Assassin Brotherhood still exists today, and they remain dedicated to their foolish cause. I am a Templar Knight. I protect the world from the Assassins. Today, you have helped me to fulfill this role. Please, restore the servers.
Otto Berg, the big star of the Animi training program. Show me what you've got, you arrogant prick.
If you insist, Master Cross. I believe that my training will soon be complete. Wouldn't you agree? What's so funny?
I was wrong about you. You're not arrogant. You're just deeply fucking stupid!
Oh.
Your body, your mind, they're not yours anymore. You understand? All you have left are the voices.
I don't suffer from your condition. My Animus sessions were carefully—
No! My voices are ghosts! Dead! So they can only ever say the same things over and over and over and over. But the ones in your head will never die. And they own you now.
I am the Order's humble servant.
You're not even a person anymore. You're a tool, a weapon, a plaything.
We're done here.
And in the glorious New World Order, there won't be any room for broken toys like us!
You have exceeded my every expectation. Use that terminal to upload Shay's story to the Assassin Network. The time to strike is now. Upload the data. Now. The modern-day assassins are weak. It is only a matter of time before I catch the last of them and kill them. But it is not enough for them to die.
What happened in Haiti happened in Portugal. A great earthquake. Thousands dead thanks to your damned manuscript!
Get him out of here.
I want them to know how weak they truly are. And I want everyone to see them suffer. So on the day they finally meet me, they will welcome the death I offer them.
Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
My plan is in motion. I have no further demands to place upon you. However, Shay's story is not complete. I would ask that you see it through to the end.
I am super impressed, Numbskull. You really came through for us. And yes, I am also a Templar. Have been for years.
Duncan Walpole rose through the ranks to become a master assassin. But he was restricted by a brotherhood which chose to send him across the ocean to the West Indies, rather than find a way to nurture his potential. Once there, Duncan attracted the notice of Laureano Torres, former governor of Cuba and Templar Grand Master. Through their correspondence, Torres offered a less violent way to achieve their mutual goals, by using precursor artifacts as a surveillance system, rather than the murders and scheming favored by the Brotherhood. Sadly, Duncan was killed by a pirate before the Templars could help him achieve his potential. Although Duncan's story does not have a happy ending, it clearly demonstrates that the Templars' highest goals of peace and order need not exclude personal success and achievement. Sean Hastings was a university professor whose hobby was leaking Abstergo secrets. He was hours away from being killed by Abstergo when he was saved by Rebecca Crane, an assassin hacker. Since then, the pair have been inseparable, providing technical support for assassin field agents. Hastings and Crane infiltrated Abstergo Entertainment Montreal in late 2013, and were responsible for the theft of classified information. It is unclear if they planted the virus currently affecting the Helix servers, or if they merely left the door open for other hackers to exploit. Rebecca Crane's skills are not to be underestimated. She created the Animus 2.0, an assassin version of Warren Vidick's original machine. It appears that she was also largely responsible for establishing a new, more secure assassin network. It would seem Crane and Hastings have been promoted within the Brotherhood. There are rumors that they are now leading some kind of hacker collective known as the Initiates, and attempting to lure them to the assassin side.
You
one last chunk of Shay's data left to explore. It's a bit of a trip, but I think you should see it.
Speak.
Why has Violet DaCosta been removed from Sigma Team?
I'm reassigning our assets as I see fit to align with the goals of the Phoenix Project.
The Phoenix Project? Sigma Team would be of more use hunting down the remaining assassins. Let Delta Team hunt precursor relics instead.
Those relics are the key to sequencing First Civilization DNA. Accomplishing that goal will in turn make the assassins even less of a threat than they are now.
Be that as it may, Agent DaCosta should not be wasted on something like Abstergo Entertainment.
Last year's fiasco with the Sample 17 project showed me that Abstergo Entertainment is more than just a disposable subsidiary. It's the best resource we have to finding new pieces of Eden.
It is a weak link that has been compromised by our enemies time and time again.
All the more reason to have DaCosta secure their access to the cloud servers. We're confident that Melanie LeMay won't fuck it up, like Olivier Garneau.
Bringing a civilian like that into our ranks is also unwise.
Time will tell with Miss LeMay, but she handled the John Standish situation with an even hand. She helped us discover the existence of sages, and in doing so, has done more for Phoenix than you have, Mr. Berg.
She also continues to ignore the presence of the instruments of the First Will within her operation.
Those whack jobs are actually useful to us for now. They're a cheap source of relics we can exploit. If they become too much of a problem, we'll deal with them with the same efficiency we deal with the assassins.
Giving the assassins time to regroup is a tactical mistake. We should strike them now while they are at their most vulnerable.
We value your passion and expertise, Mr. Berg, and your concerns have been noted. Now pack your bags. You've got a busy year ahead of you.
I don't get it. It's like there's a big hole where the Arno Dorian data should be.
Once you go back to finish Shay's story, your life is never going to be the same afterwards. You should finish any outstanding business before entering your Animus.
Details of Harlan T. Cunningham's life were difficult to acquire, as many traces of his identity before becoming an assassin were altered or erased by Gavin Banks. It is only thanks to Agent DaCosta's remarkable skills that we are able to piece together this profile. Cunningham was outed as homosexual in high school, which unfortunately ruined a promising wrestling career. He left Texas as quickly as he could, and fled to Europe. Cunningham was recruited by the Brotherhood in Florence, Italy, under the leadership of assassin veteran Adriano Maestranzi. Sigma Team attacked the Florence hideout in 2012, but Maestranzi detonated a bomb. 3 assassins were killed before the explosion, but Sigma Team was annihilated in the process. Cunningham and I were the only survivors. Cunningham was last sighted in Rotterdam, alongside Aaron Schutt, a former mixed martial arts champion who also suffered a career backlash when he came out as homosexual. It is clear that Cunningham is mentoring Schutt in the ways of the Brotherhood. Although physically gifted and extremely dangerous, Schutt is a poor choice as an assassin. He is incapable of keeping a low profile and will compromise the Brotherhood despite himself. Recently, Cunningham stole a piece of Eden from an Abstergo facility in Rotterdam. During the operation, Schutt was charged to attack Abstergo employees throughout the city to draw attention away from his mentor. Although Sigma Team managed to reclaim the item, both Cunningham and Schutt escaped. I will not allow Cunningham to get away from me a third time.
Field Report, Phoenix Project, November 1st, 2013. Agent DaCosta alerted me to a possible lead on the Koh-i-Noor diamond. A replica can be found among the crown jewels of England. However, the true diamond is a powerful piece of Eden and has been lost for centuries. Jot Sura is a programmer at Mysore Tech, a company working with Abstergo Entertainment to release a variant of the Animus headset to Asia, called the Brahmin device. He's been associating with Siobhan Dami, the sister of Jadseep Dami, a known assassin. Could the Brotherhood be using the Brahmin device to locate the Koh-i-Noor? Until we have more evidence, I have decided to use a local Abstergo strike force rather than mobilize Sigma Team. Update, November 3rd, 2013. Jot Sura was abducted outside of Dreamland Studios in Mumbai. He was seen being forced into a van by Siobhan and Jadseep Dami. This confirms my suspicions. The assassins must be using Jot Sura's genetic memories to locate the Koh-i-Noor. I have authorized the local Abstergo soldiers to engage and eliminate the assassins, with instructions that the Brahmin device must be kept intact. I am en route to India. Update, November 4th, 2013. I arrived in India too late. Our strike team engaged the assassins in 2 separate conflicts. The body of Siobhan Dami was found at the first site, but her remains were too badly damaged in an explosion to collect any genetic information. I found the Brahmin device at the second site, but after reviewing the genetic memories recorded within, I am relieved to find that Jot Sura's bloodline was a dead end. The real Koh-i-Noor diamond remains lost to both sides. Jadseep Dami escaped, which means we must monitor this new assassin activity in India closely. I am closing this file and proceeding to my next mission.
You know what authorized personnel only means, don't you? I can't let you in here. I suggest you move along.
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders are orders, and my orders are to... And right here.
Whoa. This place is a fucking disaster piece. I can't stop crafting oculi. It's like a disease.
I just don't get modern art.
The first civilization entity known as Juno re-emerged from the Grand Temple in New York in December 2012. Although no longer a corporeal being, she exists as a kind of digital consciousness somewhere in the Abstergo cloud. To accomplish her goals in the real world, Juno uses two types of people. The first is another precursor consciousness that emerges in a human being at random. This person is commonly known as a sage. Juno also holds sway over a group of disciples called the Instruments of the First Will, who believe it is humanity's natural role to serve the first civilization. Abstergo is currently using the First Will as a cheap and hands-off way of acquiring pieces of Eden and other relics. However, I suspect that the reverse is also true, that they are using our resources to locate objects that will help them further their own goals. I do not trust them, but for now, all I can do is have DaCosta monitor their activities. Juno's motives are unclear. Although she has made one attempt to possess a corporeal body, she appears to be more powerful as a digital entity. Agent DaCosta fears that should humanity ever achieve singularity, a fusion of humanity and machines, Juno would become unstoppable. Ironically, it is Abstergo itself which is driving civilization in that direction.
I just don't get modern art.
I'm hungry.
I just don't get modern art.
Like Haytham Kenway, Daniel Cross came from an assassin bloodline, as the Orlov family had at least 2 generations who served the Brotherhood. Daniel Cross's history of drug addiction and animus-induced psychosis should not take away from his many accomplishments for the Templar cause. Under the influence of Warren Vidic, he was planted into the Brotherhood and earned their trust, eventually meeting their reclusive mentor. Then his subliminal programming activated, and he killed the mentor
triggering the first great purge of the modern age. Al-Mualim, Haras, Vali Sel Tradat, Baptiste, Duncan Walpole, Hatham Kenway, Lucy Stillman, Daniel Cross. These are but a few prominent examples of something I've always felt. That there will always be assassins who are willing to abandon their cause to serve ours. Yet there is no one who embodies this idea better than Shay Cormac. And I want the assassins to confront this painful reality.
Do you care to explain what happened in Paris?
Gavin Banks led a team of assassins to your laboratory and destroyed it.
That lab was supposed to be completely off the grid. How did they find it?
Banks is a known associate of Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane, who have infiltrated Abstergo before. He is also not your typical assassin brawler. He follows information. They found a way to access your Helix servers. Nothing is off the grid anymore.
That facility was dedicated to studying the sage we recovered from Montreal last year.
If you had informed me of its existence, Sigma Team could have protected your interests.
Did you engage Banks' team?
Sorkin and I tracked them from Paris to La Rochelle, where their ship was waiting for them. We fought, but we were outnumbered. Sorkin was stabbed 7 times by an assassin we have identified as Galina Voronina.
And you let them get away?
Let's be very clear. I was trained to hunt and kill assassins. It was you who disbanded my team and sent me on a fool's errand across the surface of the Earth. I warned you this would happen.
You know what? I can admit when I'm wrong. You have my permission to reform Sigma Team.
I need DaCosta back.
Impossible. She's still in Montreal.
Unacceptable.
I've apologized for my oversight, Berg, but don't push me. The fact is, we need to find new sages. Alvaro Grammatica tells me that Melanie LeMay has a few promising leads in Montreal.
When will DaCosta be finished?
She's ahead of schedule on security upgrades and firewalls, but Helix is a target for assassins, Erudito, and the First Civilization consciousness. So, there have been some setbacks.
Is the building physically secure?
There's security on site.
Send me there.
Oh? I thought you were too good to be wasted on such trivial matters.
I wanted DaCosta back on my team, and if that building is a target, I need to make sure she's looked after. I will also improve their security in my own way.
Very well, I'll start preparing the necessary documents. Like DaCosta, you'll be a consultant from Abstergo Industries, there to help bring them up to speed on some new policies.
In the meantime, send some extra agents to Paris. I suspect there may still be assassins lurking there.
So
These hand-drawn animations are fantastic.
For this.
We're making good progress here.
What the hell do they need so many screens for in the first place?
How about now? No? Now? Oh, shit. Why isn't this working?
This is a priority message to all Sigma Team operatives. Assassins have stolen an artifact from a Rotterdam storage facility. Rally point is at 51.887107 by 4.559017. Be there at 0600 local time. Stragglers will be put to death, so move it. Listen up, losers. There are 2 confirmed assassins operating in the city. Target number 1 is Harlan Cunningham, the only survivor of a cell in Florence that our fearless leader eradicated a couple of years back. He stole the precursor box and is on the run. Target number 2 has been identified as Aaron Shoot, former MMA champion, and now Cunningham's disciple and lover. How romantic. He's running interference, murdering our Templar agents embedded in Abstergo facilities throughout the city.
Sorkin, take Sigma Team and go after Shoot. I will take down Cunningham myself and recover the artifact.
I don't like the idea of you going alone, boss.
I want to deal with him personally. Sigma Team, maintain contact with Violet at all times. You have your orders.
Sorkin, you dipshit! Don't engage him hand-to-hand. Pull your men back.
Get some! He's got my gun!
Sniper 1, do you have a shot?
Negative. He's using Sorkin as a shield.
He's tearing us apart! Take the shot!
I hit Sorkin. He dropped a smoke bomb. I've lost visual.
He's gone.
That's our cue. Pick up your sorry asses and get to the extraction point. Double time.
Just fucking kill me already.
I had a dream about you.
Ah, that's sweet. But I'm with someone.
In my dream, you never made it out of Florence alive.
What can I say? I'm too stubborn to die. Hello, lover.
Hercule!
We can't leave the box behind.
Fuck that! I killed half the Sigma team. Let's quit while we're ahead.
See you in your dreams, Berg.
What a shit show.
Compile the relevant parts of our audio logs and send them to Letitia, England. Tell her this is exactly why she should be letting us hunt assassins.
The kill box is live. Sorkin's picking off the stragglers as they escape.
Good. Proceed to stage 2.
All points, the word is given. Stage 2 is a go. I repeat, stage 2 is a go.
Get those doors down.
3, 2.
Adriano Maestranzi, I have come for you.
What's he holding?
Vittoria Agli Assassini.
Bomb! Berg! Sigma team? Anyone, do you copy?
so glad I went to university for this.
What the hell do they need so many screens for in the first place?
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders are orders, and my orders are to stand right here.
The Royal Palace at Versailles, Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette in residence.
Such decadence.
Good luck, Numbskull.
Ah, Shay! You certainly look prepared to meet royalty. Perhaps King Louis himself will grant you an audience.
I doubt even these breaches will get me into the King's chambers. Besides, I'm only here to see a business acquaintance.
Yes, I heard a group of merchants would be here today. They might come see my scientific demonstration later.
They really should. They might learn something, though I wouldn't count on their being present. I take my leave. Thank you again, Master Franklin. Now to find Charles and that damned box. That's him. Charles Dorian.
Auriez-vous attrapé quelqu'un?
Pas les moyens de faire tout ça.
Personne n'a rien fait pour éviter ça. C'est le triomphe de la vertu sur le vice.
faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
La lutte contre les criminels et la guerre contre les Britanniques, pas le temps de souffler.
Gentlemen, I'll protect this artifact with my very life. Arno? Where have you gone?
You're the traitor. I'm just finishing old business.
Old Connor and his assassins. The American Revolution undid your Templar business.
Then perhaps we shall start a revolution of our own. Uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets, nor divulge the true name. Nature of our work. Do so until death, whatever the cost. This is my new creed. I am Shay Patrick Cormac, Templar of the Colonial, of the American right. I am an older man now. Perhaps wiser. A war and a revolution have ended, and another is about to begin. May the Father of Understanding guide us all.
It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you up here today.
Gotta hand it to you, numbskull. You proved yourself to be more than a simple research monkey.
The data you extracted from Shay Cormac's memories has served us well. Shay's story is a message. One that says that when threatened, what an assassin truly wants isn't freedom, but order.
And we represent the highest order there is.
Whatever you learn from your Animus experience only scratches the surface. We have existed since before recorded human history, and have recently been reborn, disguised as Abstergo Industries.
And entertainment.
You have crossed the threshold, and your eyes have been opened. You have seen the world for what it truly is.
There's no turning back now. We got big plans for you.
The Father of Understanding guided you to us, and for that, we are grateful. The test of your true worth begins now. And it begins with a choice.
Join us, and a bright future will be all yours.
Refuse.
thank you enough. You are a hero.
Oi! Couldn't you have had the decency to go die on someone else's turf? We did it, lads. We chased those nasty Frenchmen out for good.
Help me! He's a fiend after my soul! Guards!
I think I can hit him!
Go, fighter.
Press the ladies with that.
I do not know what I would have done without you, kind sir.
The war with the French will be over soon.
Please! Someone help me!
I do not know what I would have done without you, kind sir.
Crime under control and not a Frenchman in... My God, it's... Hey! Don't move! Your mother will shoot him! Clear shot! Ready to take him down! Clear shot! He's in my sights! Ready to take him down! You there! Stop now! Oh, some excitement. I can't see him anymore! Halt! Let us have a word! Got him inside! Buried in your heart! Do you think this is some sort of game? Finish him! If only he could stand still, put him down now!
You want to help us rebuild this fine city?
Bastard! Aye, what was that for?
We're not done here, Smith. We're ready and willing to do some good work, kind sir.
No French, but I wouldn't give for a good war.
Don't say such nonsense.
I can't help it. I've got a soldier's blood, I suppose.
Sauntering about, giving everyone fish.
Oh, good show, lad.
Not on the little shite.
Ce faci, mă? Ah, nice, îmi place ăla. Nu-mi place. Dar mi-apare că faci stream sau ceva. Păi și cum dau să văd sau... Că Deston stream de gaming. Da, păi așa fac și eu când... Adică de asta fac și eu atunci când fac. Ca să văd cât... Auzim direct canalul. Cu 3 în loc de ei. Nu știam că e de asta, cum îi zice, îmbrăcăminte de alta e în rău. Îmi place cum arată aia ăla din Unity. Da. Am instalat ăsta, cum e, Warhammer End Times Vermi. Da, dar nu e ăla de strategie, e ăla shooter. Uite că the graphics quality has been automatically set to lowest. No. Lowest. Eu am calculator de lowest, asta e așa. Îl pun la extrem.
That's the way.
Nu, la mine. Și că mă pune să-l dau la low. Low, frate.
One fine summer's morning, both gallant and gay, 24 ladies were out on the quay, and regiments of soldiers indeed passed them by, a drummer, and one of them soon got his way. He went to his comrade and to him did say, 24 ladies...
Dar faza e că nu intră în joc, dar atunci când dau dublu click pe el, se aude un sunet. So de beep, la mine. Oh, culmea, mi-l arată că e pornit în Task Manager. Asta e bizar. Ai jucat Firewatch?
You look like a drummer, now what do you mean? For I'm the Lord's.
N-am jucat în viața mea Mad Max, dar ce că e mișto. Aș juca și eu.
We have seasoned veterans among our ranks here, and yet we're to be subordinate to some junior off